Welcome back to Danganronpa Another episode, Ultra Despair Girls. We have made it to Towa Tower. There's a lot going on here. And we're going to begin by heading over to the elevator, because that is the most logical way to get to the top of Towa Tower, which is what we need to do to make our broadcast.
It's not moving.
Look, a card reader. Looks like we need a specific card to activate the elevator.
I don't have a card.
Same here. If that's the case, then let's just give up and head back.
Well, wait! If we can't use the elevator, we'll just have to climb the stairs.
Are you serious? You want to walk all the way up there? How many floors are there?
If we climb and take breaks every so often, I'm sure we'll be alright.
Jeez, I'm starting to think I liked you better when you were pessimistic all the time.
Will there be Monokumas here, too?
If you're worried, we could always turn around.
You may have noticed by now, but Toko is not particularly enthusiastic about coming here to Towa Tower. And we've talked about it before, that she perhaps knows a little bit more than she's letting Komaru know. And I think that's about to become manifest now, but hey, there's a collectible here, so let's take this. This is what I hate about you, Demon-chan. Getting old means that you're getting close to being completely worn out, but demons keep saying things like you should respect your elders, like being older makes you superior. I feel like they're causing their own downfall. If they're old and worn out, they should act like it and bow down to the sparkly new youth. And if that happened, we wouldn't have to do this paradise plan. Well, actually, we still would. No matter how cute Cockroach-chan looks bowing down, you still gotta kill him. It's super obvious they're harmful, but even if they weren't, they still deserve to be killed. It's instinct. It's put into our heart and brains, like the same way we think poo-poo and wee-wees are funny, right? I think the kids are taking this a little too far, but there certainly is a little bit of truth in what they're saying. This game is really thought-provoking in that regard, and it's just another reason that I like it. And we got another collectible here. There she is. Hironosaurus. Real name, Hiroko Hagakure. Even though it was a nurse before, it's really an evil demon who devours hospital patients. They say it was really naughty, even when it was older. It has a weird thing about its son, so lure it out with a picture of it or something. Hunting grounds. Unknown. Yeah, there she is. We knew that she was a captive, she showed us her wristband, and there's the confirmation. I think it's going to be really interesting to hand that over to Hiroko if we get a chance to see her again. Welcome to Towa Tower. 19 years ago, Towa Tower was built as a radio tower that could receive and transmit signals from a wide area. Under the design of Yukishizo Ibara, the tower became not just a high-tech installation, but also the #1 sightseeing spot in Towa City. Of all the countless amusements to be found within Towa Tower, by far the most popular is the sightseeing towers and decks. These offer extraordinarily beautiful views. Why not enjoy the Towa City skyline and immerse yourself in the scenery? Honestly, this place is really cool. I love the design of it. I also love the mini diorama here of the town that's clearly a recent installation. And we can even look at the map to see a really cool view of the tower. I just think it's a really cool design of a place in general. Oh, by the way, there is another collectible here. Letter from a Towa Tower employee 1. What's going to happen at work from now on? I really hate myself for thinking about work at a time like this, but I wonder if Future Foundation or the police will come and eradicate the Monokumas by tomorrow. I hope so. If they don't, it'd be bad for me. I have my job to think about. I can't go to hell, I'm all out of vacation days.
Something popped out again. Ow! Who the hell made all these things?
Just when you thought, that's the wrong bullet. These Monokumas couldn't get more ridiculous. That's a ball Monokuma. We're going to be seeing a lot of those in this area. I really like the little Easter egg of the cup noodle on Komaru's head. If you try to go up the stairs without checking out the elevator, this is what happens.
What? Are you seriously gonna climb all those stairs without trying the elevator?
Oh, yeah. What should we do? We can't move on like this.
Oh, looks like we gotta give up this time for sure.
I told you, I'm not giving up. Let's try looking for another way to get up.
Your persistence is starting to remind me of that other guy. The ceiling is a fish tank? Amazing! Look at all the fish swimming around.
Toko, you like fish?
So we've come up to the second floor, but it's not possible to move any further up yet, so we're going to have to find another staircase to take us up to the third floor. If we come over to the right here, we'll find the Trick Room, which is a status move which causes the slower Pokemon to move first for 5 turns. Wait, wrong game. We got a couple of kind of visual tricks here. We've also got a Mono machine. And if we come through here, we can get ourselves another Socky the Sock page. We're just disposable anyway. Even if we get a little hole, they won't fix us, they just throw us away. Don't say that! Just another example of cool game design. This chapter has it in spades. Now let's move on further through the second floor. And it looks like we've got a challenge room up ahead here. But before we go in, yet another collectible. Letter from a Towa Tower employee 2. Future Foundation, the police. It was naive of me to rely on them. I don't know when, but I remember seeing an article about them. Future Foundation is connected with the mastermind of that incident somehow. So no one will save me. Nothing will save me. I'm at my wit's end. Just like my other co-workers, I'm gonna be killed. It's hopeless. I can't do anything to stop it. They are coming. Looks like these letters are telling a bit of a story, huh?
Another game corner.
Alright, let's get this challenge room going.
If we can roll that round thing, I think we can get all of them at once.
It's time for a tutorial. So let me tell you a little bit more about knockback. Knockback is also effective against the ball Monokumas that appeared earlier. Ball Monokumas that knocked back roll and they keep rolling until they go boom. Also, rolling ball Monokumas can wipe out all enemies in their path. However, life is not that easy. While the ball Monokumas have their limbs out, knockback won't work. Doesn't that suck? In those circumstances, I'd use dance. If you shoot knockback while it's dancing, they'll get blown back for sure. Try it out. Thank you.
Careful. We have to move so we don't get caught.
Did I seriously get spotted? Ah, boy. I'm wondering if this guy will, he's coming round here. Why do you have to be like this? Well, we're not going to be able to clear this challenge perfectly either as a result of that. That is one of my biggest complaints about this game, is that the AI of the enemies is just not very good in general. It's a little unfortunate, but as long as we collect all the hidden kids and don't reset, we should still be able to A-rank the chapter, and if it comes around to it, I will replay the chapter to get the best rank. Just for posterity and the fact that I had to come back to record some extra scenes, I'm going to try this one again. And try not to get spotted this time.
Careful. We have to move so we don't get caught.
They're on the same pattern, so if you can see one set of the bombers, you know what the other set is doing. And we should be able to knock back the ball into all of them. And this time, We got it right. Just checking back there, because I know that there's a collectible in an area like this, but I guess it's not that particular one.
Did the children do this too?
And we got another hidden kid here. There she is. Monica. That makes all 5 for the chapter. So we are approaching the end of the chapter now, believe it or not, even though we have this whole area of Towa Tower to go through. Oh, hi. Well, let's deal with you.
Toko! Looks like we can go up from here. Shh. Yeah, we're gonna get caught. Oh.
Before we go on, though, there's yellow paint over there. And I believe there is something to look at in here somewhere. Yeah, there's a collectible. Tokuichi Towa. While the government was left in complete disarray from the tragedy, it was our very own Towa Group chairman, Tokuichi Towa, who undertook the task of managing peace and order. Though he was not experienced politically, he showed remarkable aptitude at listening to the voices of the people. The residents of this city all owe the peace and prosperity we enjoy to Tokuichi Towa. However, despite our progress, the future remains uncertain. If we are struck again with a disaster equally as powerful as that incident, we will not be able to withstand. We await the fast recovery of the government and national order to be restored. Again, painting Towa Group as the saviors of mankind, at least in Towa City. And yet, all we've really seen is Haiji living like a mole underground. That's all we've seen of Towa Group so far. To proceed, we needed to head up where the yellow paint was, but if we head over this way, we'll wrap back around. And yes, 2 of these Monokumas aren't actually mannequins. We'll get ourselves a new skill, Saving God. And there are a bunch more of these guys. Ow. Which I'm just going to knock out of the way, run past, and not bother fighting because I am too lazy to do that. We don't ever really need to fight Monokumas. They can't chase us forever, and as you can see, they're really having some trouble with it. The only real reason to fight Monokumas is if you need the money in drops, so you can just avoid them if you're having a bit of trouble fighting them. Now we need to head up this way, but before we do that, let's check out the new skill that we got. Saving God, Despair times yellow range increases. So when I showed off Despair time when we got Electric up, the yellow area that you need to hit the quick time event in gets bigger, meaning that you have more chance of staying alive if you get incapacitated. I have the SP to equip it, but I'm just gonna hope that I don't go into Despair time, and as such I won't bother equipping it. Right, so we got a ball Monokuma up ahead there, a collectible to the left that we can't get quite yet. This ball Monokuma's limbs are currently in, meaning we should just be able to knock it back, and strike. Got a guiding UFO over there. And again, this area is relatively linear, but has plenty of branching paths you can take if you want collectibles, and one such is the staff room here. So we got 2 locker rooms that we can go in, each of them have collectibles for us. We've also got some kids in here having a good time. Spiritual Detective Nekopi, and the Ghost of the Dragon Palace. Nekopi, a high school girl who can see things that cannot be seen by others, receives a strange request. Please make it so that Master can no longer see the ghosts of fish. Meanwhile, in the city, a fugitive serial bomber keeps targeting the 4th floor of buildings. And then there's the Romance of Tabari Yano, the 4th volume of the Hesitation series that connects this world and the world to come. Well, putting aside the fact that I can practically smell how crappy this book is,
Which reminds me.
I remember you said earlier that you can see ghosts, or things that can't be seen. Well, it's not really about seeing, it's more like I just know. Like, I'm feeling a pretty bad aura in this place, so I know ghosts must be around.
What?
But you can't see them. What makes you think you're sensing ghosts? In the end, you're just making an assumption, right? No, there was a time, just once, when I was actually able to see a ghost. It was in 3rd grade. I heard a strange sound in the night, so I woke up. I turned my head and then, bam! My teacher from cram school was at my bedside. That's when I knew. It was the living spirit of my old teacher. What makes you think it was a living spirit and not just a burglar who looked like him? No, this spirit knew my name. He kept whispering, Komaru, Komaru. And when he noticed I was awake, he apologized to me and asked me not to tell anyone what I saw.
I'm sure.
My real teacher would obviously never do something like that, so it must have been his ghost. And did you, ever see that teacher again? Well, that's the thing. When I went back to school, I found out he mysteriously quit. Spooky, right?
Could it be?
The teacher's feelings must have become a living spirit to say goodbye to me before he quit. Yeah, I think he was probably just a trespassing sex offender. Some teacher who gets off watching grade schoolers sleep. No way, Toko. You shouldn't even joke about that. Your kind of genuine stupidity is even more rare than actual ghosts. Oh dear. Yeah, Akumaru, she is very naive, if nothing else. Nice. We got a heart. And now if we head into the male locker room, we'll get ourselves another collectible, another Mono Mono machine. So worth coming. Hit list. Demon name, Ayaka Negon. Real name, Ayaka Hanayama. A well-known demon that used to be in an idol group. It's a dangerous demon who makes boy demons fall in love with its sweet smell. Devours men whole. It has a temper because it always got put in the corner on stage, so it's super crazy now. That side of it is also kind of cute though. Hunting grounds, Towa Police Station. Yeah, it doesn't take a genius to work out that that would be Sayaka Maizono's special person. Tons and tons of collectibles in this area, and at least these ones are a little bit more visible, I suppose. In the previous area, they were slightly more hidden, but these ones are just rewards for going out of your way, I suppose.
Calm down. If we fall from here, we die for sure. Why don't you calm down?
Yep, they decided to put a Monokuma behind you there as well, just in case you felt like hesitating at any point. So we've wrapped all the way around this triangular kind of area now. That's where we came in. So this is the collectible that we saw previously. There we go. Children's Paradise Preamble. We won't try to fool you with fancy words or say something you don't understand. Let's just be happy as kids. That's it. The demons aren't needed because they're selfish and treat children like they own us. Like we're just things to them. They think we do not have feelings. They lack imagination. We don't need them. So we're going to kill them. The paradise we will build will be awesome. No parents, no chores, no school, no homework. There will be a few rules, but that's it. Respect one another. Be so good that you will become a role model for others. When you feel that you're becoming a demon, kill yourself. Follow the rules and help build a paradise of only children. Again, they really do take it just one sentence too far, but still, they have some good ideas. We got a save point here. Not going to use that quite yet, but we are going to proceed into this next room, which is a Monokuma Kid challenge. Challenge. There is only one real key. Will you be able to find the real one?
It's locked. Oh, jeez. So once again, we have to play along with these little brats. It's probably a good idea to use detect around here.
Yes, thank you, Toko. After all, there is some yellow paint on the wall over here. This is our hint. We got 3 life preservers here and an arrow pointing towards the key. As you can see, there are tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of sparklies here. Only one of them is the real key, and if you pick any of them up, you'll have to use it on the door, whether it's the right one or not, which takes a lot of time. So I'm just going to skip straight to the answer here. It's this one over here. As the hint told us, if we look through the 3 life preservers in a row, it'll lead us to the actual key. There's nowhere else in the room where they're lined up like that. So let's grab ourselves this key.
Open the door.
Let's hurry and get outside.
We're finally out. I wonder how much longer to the top.
We're still on the 3rd floor. At this rate, we won't reach the top if we had a whole day.
We're doing all right. Letter from a Towa Tower employee 3. No. I don't want to die. I don't want to be killed. I don't want to end up in a bag of blood. No, please, no, no, no. Not the bag, 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 not the bag. Well, that story didn't have a happy ending. Oh, well, that's of no use to me. Right then. Moving on.
Who's there? Wait a sec. You're not a kid, right?
Yeah?
Don't shoot! I swear I won't hurt you guys.
Then why are you in a place like this? It's suspicious.
I was hiding. I figured the kids wouldn't find me here.
And what's with the laptop?
Oh, this? I picked it up at the city's electronics store. I thought I might be able to remove the wristband using this, so I was trying to program something.
Wait, did you say wristband?
Huh? Yeah, this. I got captured by this weird-looking group of 5 kids, and they put this on me. I tried to remove it, but as you can see, that didn't work too well.
I knew it! I'm the same, see?
Ah, that wristband! Then, you were also put into this cruel game? I see. I'm sorry.
Is now really the time for that? You're in the same boat, right?
But if I had just figured out how to get this off, I could have helped you too. Did you know? With this wristband on, you can't leave the city. So as long as we can't remove this wristband, we can't be saved.
It's going to be all right! We'll be saved!
What makes you say that?
We're going to ask Future Foundation for help removing the bands. We came here to call them.
What do you mean?
Oh, you want the details? There's a special radio all over the city that's raspberry, and we use this thing.
Wow, you suck.
Oh, the jammer. If we get to the top of this tower, we might be able to get through.
You actually understood that?
But all the way up the stairs, that's impossible.
I know, but the elevator won't move. We don't have a card.
A card? The elevator security card?
Do you have it?
Sorry. It's not that. No, I can't really speak freely. Well, maybe.
What? Talk sense, damn it!
If you want to move the elevator, well, I might be able to do it.
Really?
I've worked security before, so I figured I might be able to get around that card reader, but there's no way you'd believe someone you just met. I mean, I'm saying all this, but I can't even figure out how to get this stupid band off.
That's not true. Please, we need your help. I beg you, please help us, mister.
Huh? Well, okay, I'll try.
Yes! Thank you so much.
Seriously? You're really quick to rely on people. But what are you gonna do? If we're gonna move the elevator, don't you have to go back down?
Well, it's better than needlessly climbing up more stairs, right? Let's do our best, okay?
Shut up! I don't want you cheering me up.
You guys get along well.
Exactly why do you think that?
I'll hold my tongue for now. I will hold my tongue for now. There's a lot I want to say about this character.
Monokumas, be careful.
Yay! Now we can use the stairs.
Fortunately, we're not going to have to climb all the way back down to the bottom. Some strategically placed bomber Monokumas will open some shortcuts for us.
That's an amazing gun. I've never seen technology like that before. What a horrible fate. It really makes you feel despair. You guys are so amazing. Fighting against the Monokumas like that. I'm impressed.
Wanna speed it up a little there?
This collectible wasn't here the first time we came through, and it is now. Towa City, of all places. It's not an exaggeration to say that my entire life up until now has been for the sake of Towa City. I admired Towa City's tech sector and dreamed of working in this town, and I've lived my whole life for that dream, and finally, my dream comes true, and this is what happens. Why did it have to be here, of all places? Why did it have to be now? Is this world doing these things out of spite? I was supposed to test my skills in this city, but instead I'm running for my life. I wish I could take it back. I want my dream back.
You're right.
After everything, it just had to be here. Out of everywhere on Earth, it had to be Towa City to end up like this.
What?
You seem especially upset about it. Did you have some kind of reverence for this place?
No.
It's not quite that. Didn't I tell you? I used to work in security. Well, I'd say security. What I actually did was architect security system programs. For someone like me, this place was truly something special.
Yes?
Something special?
You're right.
Towa City leads the world's technology industry in both complexity and scale. There are tons of engineers out there who come to Towa City to test their skills.
Which reminds me.
You're right, I think I've heard that somewhere. I heard that the air purifier developed by Towa solved the toxic atmosphere problem. Also, Towa Group built advanced weaponry and shelters to fight against despair. So Towa City is special for that reason too. But that's something I just learned recently.
Could it be?
If this city is so advanced, why isn't there a giant defense robot to fend off Monokumas?
No.
I'm sure that any kind of weaponry was stolen or destroyed when all this first started.
Alright.
Then nothing's changed. We gotta contact Future Foundation, no matter what. He architected security programs, so I suppose you could call him a programmer, right? We are right up at the end of the chapter now, so in the next part, we will conclude Chapter 2. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.